where Peter Alexander has the morning's other headlines. Good morning, Peter.
Carl, nice to see you. Amy, nice to see you as well. And good morning to you at home. For the first time in 3 years, some good news about the country's jobs situation. Employers added 162,000 jobs last month. That is the fastest pace since 2007. Still, the nation's overall unemployment rate remains steady at 9.7%. Police in Colorado are continuing their search this morning for a 12-year-old girl missing since Sunday. Friends and family of Kalia Wilson held a candlelight vigil last night. The FBI in Denver is calling her disappearance its highest priority. There are now 50 investigators assigned to the case. Wilson disappeared after leaving her home to walk to a friend's birthday party that was only blocks away. In just under an hour, the wait will end for tech lovers across the country as Apple begins selling its latest gadget, the iPad. Our own Mike Taibbi is outside Apple's flagship store in Manhattan today. Mike, good morning. I bet you're not alone.
Good morning, Peter. No, I'm not alone at all. You know, despite that good job news you just had, this is still a recession. So the question is whether or not the 400 or 500 people online right now have the right idea about this iPad, the latest device, as you call it. Is it, in fact, the next big thing, a must-have device that will eventually replace the ubiquitous laptop? Or is it just a really cool toy, mostly for content consumers, videos, photos, that sort of thing, social networkers, gamers, that sort of thing? And if it's just that, are people going to be willing to spend between $500 and $800 to get it? Well, they're not going to get the answer today. Apple expects to sell about 200,000 today nationwide. The answer in the next months or so, when Apple hopes it'll sell about 7 million of them, again between $500 and $800. That's a lot of money in what is still a recession. Peter?
And a lot of people waiting to file in. Mike Taibbi in Manhattan. Mike, thank you. Sure. The FBI is investigating death threats made against ESPN reporter Erin Andrews. Her attorney says at least a dozen emails were sent to an unnamed media outlet. Andrews was victimized by a stalker who took naked videos of her with a cell phone camera and then posted them to the internet. Police in Florida have released video of a horrific accident. It's of a man who was struck by a car after stepping off a bus. The good news is he's okay, but we should warn you, the video we're going to show you might be hard to watch. This happened several weeks ago, and the man suffered severe injuries after he was thrown into the air. He underwent extensive physical therapy. The good news is he has been recently released from the rehabilitation center and is said to be doing just fine. And finally, now, last week we brought you the story of a flash mob and how in Philadelphia they've been turning violent. The good news is a gentler turn. Another flash mob turned out at Philly's 30th Street station Thursday, right as the clock struck 6:30. About 500 or 600 people just froze. The organizers from Drexel University said they wanted to show that flash mobs were intended to be peaceful and fun. That is the latest headlines. Now back to Amy and Carl with more news. Help me out here.
Thanks. Yeah, no, we're with you.
Right.
We're definitely with you.
I feel you. Sorry. Thank you.
All right. We look like a bad clothing catalog.
I was nervous about the silence. Thank you.